Hey guys, we're back at our A-frame cabin build. So as you can see, we have 9 A-frame trusses built and stood up. On our last video, we built all the remaining 20 A-frame trusses. So today's goal is to hopefully get most of them put up.
Maybe, hopefully. We'll
Yeah.
see how quick it goes and that. Like, we got to set up how we're hoisting them. So I think we'll put a redirecting pulley up in the collar ties, and hopefully that'll be a little bit of a more efficient way to stand them up than what we've been doing. So we'll get that all set up, and maybe we can get them all up in one day. Who knows?
Yeah, that's the goal anyways. But we have all the layout on the beams for the trusses for the next 20. So we don't have to figure out, the distance from one truss to the next. So that's a
we got
step.
the layout already marked up. So
I think
ready to start bringing them up here, and we'll remove these boards we have tacked on that we've been using to build the trusses, and we'll still have to probably lay a couple across, like when we first lay them down, just so they're not sagging so much. But they don't have to be fixed anymore and set perfect, so we can pop the nails out of these, and it'll at least be easier to move around too, probably. We might only need one in the middle too, so and then so we'll go from there and see how it goes.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Okay, so we're just hooking up another truss, getting ready to hoist it, and it's a pretty simple little way we figured to rig it up. Just a couple lifelines like this under the, not far down from the collar tie on each side. That'll keep it from, try and keep it close to the collar tie, because these, the next, like this one has a loft joist, but and the next one, but then the rest don't. So we were initially grabbing it a little bit lower, but now I'm just going to try and raise it up a little bit, as much as we can get away with, so that we're closer to our collar tie, because every truss has a collar tie, and I just don't want it getting pinched and squished together or pulled in when we're lifting it up. So Okay, so I'm just tying up the two ropes together here. We're kind of just using a knot, which probably isn't recommended, but it's been holding up good and no one's getting in the way when we're lifting it, so if it were to come down, no one's going to be there to get hurt in the way. There.
Oh, there. Oh. More.
It'll probably go off a little here when you move it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to go that way. Too much. Too much?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's not that much slack. I could retie it, but I don't think I need to. Have an eye on the structure, Colin.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it.
I hear a creaking going on up there. I wonder if it's the collar ties.
I think so.
I think we grabbed it a little bit low. No. A little more. What? A little more. No. What's wrong? No.
Keep going.
Okay. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Good?
Good.
We have those blocks there just to help when we lift it from sliding all the way back. And then we kind of push it just with ourselves to meet the line of where the floor joist is supposed to be. Just moving that end. It could go over a little more. And then Jesse goes all the way up and uses those 2x4s to mark. See, it's not quite over there, it's a little bent, so he'll pull that out to the 16-inch mark. Oh,
There's a perfect knot hole there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Our plans actually don't call for any blocking in between the trusses, which is a little odd, but it's more structural sheeting. The structure is coming from the sheeting itself, but we've been putting these in just so that we get our spacing right. Way up at the top, we have those 2x4s, and then here about halfway. So we know that we're getting exactly 16-inch spaces in between each one, from the bottom all the way up to the top, because they're so tall, they kind of sway. So this helps us keep everything in line. Jesse right now is just cutting off the
the tail end of the rafters here, just because like we trim them almost to the right. You know, we leave about 6 inches on them, just so they're not hitting the ground when we're putting them up, and then I'm using the level and I'm marking them off the bottom of the beam, all of them level off the bottom of the beam, so they'll be basically cut level and flush to the bottom of that, and it's gonna be, that's where we're setting them. So
yeah, and then so the tin will go all the way to the bottom, and then underneath will be soffit.
And then there'll be air baffles running all the way on the underside of our sheathing, from the vented soffit all the way to the peak. Yeah. To the ridge vent there. So it'll be, it's a pretty good design. Like, there should never be any moisture ever building up in our walls or roof or whatever you want to call it.
Two more. I can't believe how fast this piles went down. Feel like when it was up stacked 11 high, like it just seemed like it was going to take so much work, but it's been going by so quick. I can't believe we're on the last two.
Okay, hold her down there. Okay, hold on. Put it down.
as you can see, we're now really coming into the front of the building. So we're running out of that space to lay our A-frame trusses on to get them up. So we've been having to, we actually use a longer 2x4 piece here to lift it up, just so we're not pulling all the way from the bottom. And yeah, it's just getting a little bit more difficult to rig it up because we're coming down, but it's almost there.
Put the little one under there. And then right away onto that next one. Okay. That should be good. Am I in the middle here?
Yeah.
Oh, this thing's a pain.
Officially grabbing our last one. Last one, and the beam is about to crack. Oh God. And just like that, the chapter of building and lifting our A-frame trusses has come to an end. It definitely was the most intimidating part of the build so far, but bringing many new learned skills and a sense of accomplishment that brings us confidence in completing the next stage of our journey. Stay tuned.